All right, so here's a question everybody asks me, and it's the question that everybody asks me. I mean, everybody asks me. You start trading, you get going, you put up a chart, you get some candles together, and you ask yourself, or your spouse asks you, or your parents ask you, why aren't you using your law degree, Robbie? I mean, or whatever your name is. They ask you, how long is it gonna take to succeed? Hey, you started this out, you got $1,000 in your account, you got $2,000 in your account, you got $10,000 in your account, you got $1 million in your account. Now what? How long is it gonna be? You get started trading, you get yourself a mentor, you get yourself some windbag blowhard podcaster guy who makes YouTube videos, and you wonder, so what happens now? What's it gonna take? How long is it gonna be? And the question really is, on most people's minds, hey, I learned your system, Booker, or, whatever the mentor person's name is. I learned your system. Now what? When is it going to be that I can quit my job? When can I feed these 400 children that I have living in my... And you start wondering, when can you start buying these things, these iPads, these luxuries like food and shelter? When can you start buying them for these beautiful children that you have? And that's a good question. So you learn a system. And most people's question at that point is, well, question is, I learned how to use the system and I can make a little bit of money, but I'm not able to make enough money that I'm gonna be able to quit my job and support my family. How does somebody go from learning a trading system into trading for a living or supporting their family? Especially if you're starting with a smaller sized trading account. Well, here's how the journey works. Most people think about making their first $100,000, and that's the number that's in their mind. When the number that really should be in our minds is making that first dollar. And once you can make that first dollar, here's how the progression goes. You make the dollar, then you make $2, then you make $3, then you make $4. And you keep it. I think there's too much emphasis on entries and exits and specialized trading systems and softwares and ways to manage risk. And there's not enough emphasis placed on the simple fact that the definition of a successful trader is someone who makes a little bit of money and then keeps it. And if you could make some money and keep it, that's the heart of everything that will come later. Let's say, for instance, that you make $1 and you keep it, you make another $1 and you keep it, and then you make another $1 and you keep it. And to keep this video from being 437 years long, let's just say that you make some dollars and you keep them, and that you only make $100 in the first year of trading. Boo. Well, then what you've done is you've been more successful than every other person, basically. Every other person on planet Earth that did any trading that year. And you're in the pantheon of successful traders who closed out the year with a profit. Most hedge funds aren't gonna finish the year with any profit. If you close out the year with profit, you're ahead of the game. Now in your second year, here's what you do. And let's say you still have a small trading account. Here's what you can do in that second year. You can increase the size of your trades. And maybe in the first year you've made $500, and in the second year maybe you make $1,000 or $2,000. And now you've got a track record. And some of you are thinking, whoa. Are you suggesting that it's gonna take 2 years for me to quit my job? And the answer is, I don't know. It may only take you 1 month to get fired from your job. I don't really know. The point is that once you make and keep profit, you can start scaling up your trade size. And then what you can do is you could put your profile up on DarwinX from day one. And as long as you're making and keeping money and keeping the size of your losses reasonably small, you're gonna get capital allocated to your trading account. You're gonna be able to start trading DarwinX's money, I think as soon as 6 months after you start. So the question really isn't, how am I gonna start feeding my family from my trading account? The question is, how are you going to protect your trading account and grow it even small amounts at a time? That's the only real question that matters. And every other question that you could possibly ask about trading, what's the best indicator? What's the best fundamental thing? What's the Delta Phi Beta what's the Phi Beta Game of Thrones of this options contract? What's the Iron Condor Spiral of Death contract? Instead of asking all those questions, ask yourself, can I make $1? Can I keep $1? And then, can I publish those trading results and show other people that I know how to make and keep a dollar? Because truth is, most people can't do it. And if you can, then you're on the right path. Then you scale up your trade size. That's not step one. Step one is making and keeping. Step two is scaling up your trade size. Step three is publishing those trading results for all the people to see in all the land. And then you will start attracting, in a legal, compliant manner, I might add, capital that you may be able to trade for other people, especially, like I said, if you live somewhere where that's legal and you can find people that blah, blah, blah. As long as you can make and keep, you will have trading capital to work from. That's how you do it. Anyway, that's my little rant on making, keeping, being successful. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel at the link below or on the sides. I got all kinds of great stuff coming up for you, so don't miss it. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. I love you all. I'm Rob Booker. Have the best day ever.